All right, you're just in time for another. I know. Who's that ugly chipmunk in the background? That's me. Actually, my husband found that buried under mountains of paperwork in my deceased mother's basement yesterday and brought it home for me just to make me cry. And yeah, look at those chipmunk teeth. That's why you never see me on camera. Okay, so let's do another episode of Ghetto Antiques Roadshow. What the heck did I get today? Well, we'll find out in a moment because I'm not even sure it's in the package. All right, so let me try not to cut my digits off. I am a known klutz. When I was a kid, the emergency room actually thought my mother was abusing me because I was in there like every single week. All right, so let's see. I wasn't supposed to get anything today, so I'm surprised. So that's why I checked my eBay purchases and all the tracking said things weren't set to... Oh, hooker glove snafu. Okay. Yeah, nothing was set to arrive today. So that's why I'm surprised and did not think I'd be getting anything. And hooker glove snafu. Come on, will ya? Don't mind me. All right. Let's try not to have another hooker glove snafu. As you can tell, I am rendered speechless. I can hardly talk. I am mentally incapacitated. All right, here we go. What the hell? What the hell? This thing is huge. This thing is freaking huge. Oh, I know what it is now. Okay, it says La. Wait, oh my God, I'm like in shock at the size of this thing. La Ruth. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. We might have to do a little research, and that's what my show is all about. We find crap on eBay, antiques, and vintage items, and we try to figure out what the hell it is. All right, so what are the clues so far? The clues are it has a pin back on it, so you know it's a brooch. Let's see, how old is it? That is the question. Well, you can generally tell them the age actually by the mounting. So we have what looks like a tube hinge over here, which tells me Victorian, but we have a safety catch. Now, generally older brooches had a clasp that did not like lock and it was C-shaped. So this is miffing me already. I'm going to have to go with probably circa 1899 to about 1900. These just came out about that time, these little safety catches, if you can see right here. Okay, yeah, so that's probably what I'm going to date it to. Now, sadly, it does not have a loop to dangle this from a chain. I'm going to do a reveal in a moment. I will convert this into an actual necklace, and we'll check it out in a moment. I'll show you the tools I use to actually convert these. And let's see. Now, the pictures were shit, so I don't know really what I'm getting myself into. Ooh, look at that. Could possibly be gold. Now, I will test this for gold content. Could be 9 carat. Oh my God, is this beautiful. This is absolutely stunning. And I like these really old portraits. Don't know if it's hand painted. It looks like it could be Marie Antoinette or one of the French courtesans. Did I say it right? Courtesans? I don't freaking know. I'm from like Brooklyn, Queens, New York, and we pronounce shit wrong. So, like a French noble lady. And, yeah. So the clue on the back is La Ruth. Maybe her name was the Ruth. I think in French, La means the. What the hell is a Ruth? God only knows. I don't know. R-U-T-H-E or R-U-T-H-I? La Ruthie. I don't know. We'll have to figure this one out. All right, so let's zoom in. Now, the ones that are hand painted and not transfer wear decals are the ones that are worth generally more. Now, I'm trying to find evidence of hand painting. I'm going to have to go with that this was possibly somewhat of a transfer that has painting over it. Now, that is very common for the Victorian era and the early 20th century. That does happen because these things were actually mass produced, which might surprise you. And yes, there was another one on eBay recently, and I missed the auction. I fell asleep, and I didn't get a chance to snipe it at the last second. And it had another name on the back. It had a different portrait of a woman, and it had a signature like this, but with a different first name. So I don't know what that's all about. Now, I think this is French. It's really very, very French to me. I'm no expert. I'm definitely not Dr. Lori. And as you heard me in many videos say, I can't stand the woman, can't stomach her. I am not Dr. Lori, so I'm not going to actually sit here and say, oh, I have a PhD in antiques, and this is worth, and I'm smarter and know more than you. I'm not doing that. So, all right, so I'm going to go with this is probably French. This was possibly a Lamage's blank porcelain piece that another factory probably, probably one of the Lamages. And Lamage's porcelain is not a brand. It's just an area of France that had many different porcelain companies making all sorts of shit. And pretty much they would sell blanks of their porcelain. And, people, other companies would actually turn these into brooches, plaques, like miniature portraits, and so on and so forth. So, or Sèvres, and I'm probably saying that wrong too. It might be Sèvres porcelain. And Sèvres was known to make portraits like this on their porcelain pieces, so was Lamage's. So I can't say for certain, without a mark on the back, hook or glove snafu, who made this. Now, there may be remnants of, I think I see a mark over here. Let's try to zoom. There's something over here. And I can't really get into there, but there's an impression. It looks like it's a 9. Maybe it says 9K or something. Maybe it's telling us the gold content, if this is gold. If this is gold, I will be doing the happy dance, because guess what I paid for it? All right, hold on. I have to check. I'm a bit of a dingbat. I checked and I paid $11.50 for this. Yes. How? How did I get this for $11.50? I don't know. I had an angel smiling over me that day. Pretty much the seller did not list this correctly, and that's what I look for. The seller not listing something correctly, and it actually doesn't get seen by assholes like me who are collectors or resellers. And yeah, $11.50. And what's something like this worth? As is, like this, without it being converted into, hook or glove snafu, without it being converted into a necklace. I'm going to investigate with you right now. And okay, so I have like OCD, so we're going to actually go on to another topic right now. This thing I've been watching for like 7 days, and I got to have it. And it's an antique snuff bottle. Really, really beautiful. It has this German wording here, and this word means sniff or snuff in German. That means brother. So sniff brother something. It's like a funny, quippy type of comment. And this was circa like 1825 to 1840s. You have the snuff cork right here. This is really cool. We're going to go ahead and snipe this live. There's 9 minutes left, by the way. Hopefully I will win it. Look at the back side with the enamel painting. And we have the cork. And if you see there's like tweezers on one end. That would have helped to pull the snuff out of this box to huff it up your nose. It's not going to be every day that you're going to find something like this. I'm going to go up to, let's see, conservatively, I want it for pennies on the dollar of its value. So I'm going to go to $46.90. Oops, I put stars or asterisks. $46.99. I always throw in some extra odd cents. Hopefully, nobody will have found this. And, yeah. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, I just absolutely am in love with this snuff bottle. Now, a lot of people would think that this is a perfume bottle, but it's really cool. Look at the rings on the top. And we got the message on the front, and on the back we have hand-painted enamel flowers. It's probably either German and either German or Czechoslovakian, otherwise known as Bohemian, which is now what we know as the Czech Republic. It's their signature glass. This type of glass was definitely made by companies such as Egerman and companies such as Moser. Moser Glass did a lot of enamel work, and so did Egerman, and so did a couple of other Czechoslovakian companies. But the Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia or Bohemia is very, very close to Germany. So that's why, it's probably a Germanic message on here. But it's most likely Czech or Bohemian. I still can't get over this. Look at the size of this sucker. Holy cow. I'm not kidding you. I collect brooches and, Victorian era ones, and I've never seen one this big in my life. All right, so we got 1 minute left. And why is this so desirable? Because of the color. Cranberry. Cranberry glass is very, very sought after. But this is earlier. This is, again, 1830s, 1850s. So I'm going to put a bid in with like probably like within 10 seconds of the auction's ending. We're getting close. We're getting to the grindstone here. Is that what they say? We're getting to the finish line. That's what we say. Nobody else has bid yet. That doesn't mean that anybody's not going to come in at the last second. This was actually listed correctly. Well, semi listed correctly, but in not a good category. So hopefully the dealers and the flippers and the collectors have not seen it. So I'm going to hit place bid in a moment. And all right, when we get to about now, okay, the clock is counting down. I'm going to get in there at about 5. All right, we're going to see what happens. And, oh, I think we won. It says, we're determining the winner. Please refresh page. Oh, for the love of God. And, do we win? It says, we're still determining the winner. Of course we are. It says, sold. We're determining the winner. Refresh page. I refreshed the damn page. And again, we're determining the winner. Come on, eBay. Why are you playing mind games with me? It's like a mind fuck. Look at that. I keep refreshing, and it won't tell me if I won. Really? And let's refresh again. And it won't tell... You know what? Hold on. And I'm the winner. So here's an idea. These are brooches. $6.50 for this one. But $14K is going to get you more. This one is $8.95. This one, silver, is $546. This one, gold filled, $375. This one, brass, a brass frame, 450 doll hairs. And as you can see, these are quite collected and loved. All right, so I placed it on my dummy along with my antique cameo. This is my largest cameo. And what would I sell it for? The enormous size is actually a selling factor. So for this one, I would not let it go for less than $400 in my Etsy shop. That's not to say it'll sell right away, because it might sit there for a few years before anyone even actually is interested in it. And but it is just so damn beautiful that I would not let it go for less than that amount. Now, if you're a flipper on eBay, you could probably get rid of one of these for between $75 to $125 really fast. But then again, why would you? Hang on to something like this for years if you have to. Now, you can actually see it does have some hand painting. You can see brush strokes. Let's check out the eyes. You can see the brush strokes there. So there is some measure of hand painting on this. It does have a little bit of scratches. That's actually normal. Let's try to see the brush strokes in here. You can see there is hand painting, and I would not let this go for less than 400 doll hairs. Now, I did a test, and I only had 10K testing acid and 14 and 18K, and it showed up as gold plated with the 10K. The gold did not disappear and melt by the acid. Usually acid, if it's fake, the acid would just melt the metal right away on the stone. It did not. It actually remained there, but floated to the top. So now I ordered 9K acid, and I have a hunch that this is actually possibly 9K gold. I could be wrong. It could just be gold plated, but it's such a beautiful, it's not like really weathered like most brass pieces are, but I could be wrong. Now, if it is 9K gold, I would put a price of $500 to $650 on this. Am I correct? What would Dr. Lori say? Well, I don't give a fuck. I would not sell this for less than 400 doll hairs. Thanks again for watching another one of my convoluted, boring ass videos where I ramble on like a insane mad woman. And I hope I didn't bore your tits off. So long.